All right, what's going on, guys? Hope you are doing well. We have pretty much finished all the interviews, right? We've done all bar Gennady Vikvidya and Makarov, Artem Makarov. But we've had a really interesting insight, and I always find that when you see people in the flesh, it gives you a different impression
Yes.
about their mood, their feeling, what sort of attitude they're bringing. So we're going to let you know sort of the inside scoop. By the way, you're looking massive, Chetna.
And bigger than.
You're totally out-angling me. I look small. Yeah. My gosh. Anyway, Chetna's looking huge. You get a different feel for who's going to win, what mood they're bringing, they're nervous or not. So,
You cannot know who is going to win, but we get a feeling of. You get more of a insight of what's going to happen.
you can change your prediction based on...
Yes. I have changed many of my
So
predictions.
keep it on the down low. But what we're going to do is we're going to run through and tell you about the mood of everyone when they were in their interviews. And that might shape your prediction. So let's start from the beginning. Zurab, Tabaridze, and Georgi Tautiev. Now, Tautiev, super tall, lanky.
He's very tall.
Interestingly, the most interesting talking point between these two was Tautiev said they were 2-2.
Yes.
When Zurab came in, Zurab went,
2-1.
we're 2-2 if you count the left arms that he beat me. He's never beaten me on right. So Zurab was like, So Zurab had an air of like, I got this. I know how to beat him.
Yes, and when you look at them, even though, what's his name?
Georgi Tautiev.
Tautiev. He's tall. Jurab looks much more stronger, muscular.
Yes.
In a muscular way. But you never know. Arm wrestling is
And
different.
Zurab did say to me that there are no demons in his mind about the broken arm. Because 2 years ago he broke his right arm. So that's the mood. There's Zurab confident, Tautiev kind of hopeful.
Yes.
Okay, moving on. Lachlan Adair, Petro Maharant.
This is hard to say.
Lachlan's always full of gusto and he comes in with a good plan, but it doesn't always work. That's the problem. The plan doesn't always work.
It happens to all arm wrestlers.
Yeah. But Lachlan's confident. Lachlan's bouncing around.
Yes.
He's looking at his opponents and saying, I feel good. Petro was quiet, a little nervous, saying, I'm usually gripping up with opponents that I've gripped before, European.
No, he said his exact words were something like, I could tell him if he was European because I am more well acquainted with European athletes. But since he's from Australia, so I don't know much about him. So when he was asked about his prediction, he said, I don't know.
Yeah.
But there are some people who, even though they have a lot of confidence inside, they don't show. So you never know.
He was quiet, calm.
Yes, he was quite kind of person, so we can figure out much from this.
Now this next one, Matt Mask and you go.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while.
This is going to be the most electric. All right, we're back again. I had to clear some room on my hard drive on the phone, but
This one was dirty, he has to clean it.
we were talking about Nugo and Matt Mask. Now this match is going to be crazy.
Yes, when you talk to Matt Mask, you feel like he's gonna win. This guy's gonna win. And when you talk to Nugo, it's like, oh no, he's gonna win. Because both of them are like, I'll crush him. Yeah. I think there's gonna be a lot of swearing and all this stuff.
This one will be fireworks. Matt Mask said to me, I am trying to get nervous, but I just can't. When I look at him, I just can't.
He's so tiny.
He's like, he's so small.
It is really a physical mismatch, but on the table we'll know.
And Nugo said, I am going to absolutely annihilate him. I'm gonna take his wrist. I'm gonna fold his wrist back and take a photo of myself and put it on my wall. That's what he said.
Yes, is that.
So these two guys, full of energy, like maximum level confidence for both of them. So my gosh, pick your winner there. Jocelyn and Egler. Egler, super experienced, super
Igla
calculated,
has
calm.
maybe more than 10 world champion titles or
Yeah,
something.
she's like almost. Take away Gabby, Egler's the goat.
Yes. When I first started arm wrestling, I used to look up woman arm wrestling on YouTube, and she was there everywhere. She used to play in 80 plus category at the time, so she's super experienced. She's kind of the goat here, but Jocelyn, she's big. She's big.
Now the mood from those two, Jocelyn's got a lot of self-belief. She's
confident.
She's envisioning herself going a long way in this sport. She is confident, but she's very respectful too.
Yes,
Very
respectful towards her opponent, and Egla also.
Egler very respectful, but all
She doesn't talk much.
Egler there was not a like. I was trying to see if there was any fear in Egler. There's none. There's no fear.
Edwardson told me yesterday, I like fights. I don't like one-sided match. I like fight, and I don't care about losing, because when you compete something, winning and losing is there. But when you win, it's better to give a fight and lose than win easily. So I like fights. He said that. So I think that's why she is okay.
Yeah, and then we have Dada Khan and Georgi Svetkov. Georgi Svetkov, such a nice dude. He's excited. He's ready to pull his first left arm at this level. He's ready to prove himself.
Yes.
Dada Khan seemed frustrated, didn't he? Remember?
Yes.
And the thing he was frustrated at, he said he kept on saying, "I'm frustrated that everybody's telling me that I'm the favorite and that Georgie's not gonna."
Yes, according to him, he's not the favorite, and Georgie should be the favorite
Yeah.
or something.
So he thinks Georgie should be the favorite, which is fascinating. Given Dada Khan's almost been number one in the world and so close to beating Morozov on left. But mood-wise, Svetkov, he's free. He doesn't feel like any pressure's on him.
He's always jolly.
I feel Dada Khan is annoyed that everyone's telling him he's going to win easy, and his heart, he thinks it's going to be a tough match.
We'll see.
We'll see. Then we got Paul Lynn and David Samusha.
Oh,
Big match. Samusha never lost in the 85 kilo division, with the exception of pulling Paul Lynn, but Paul Lynn was 100 kilos that day.
when Pauline last defeated him, he was heavier than Samoa.
Now there's only so last time there was a 15 kilo gap. This time I think it's about a 4 kilo gap.
So let's hope we get to see a good match here.
Samusha, confident.
With a multiple-time world champion.
He said let's not get this quote wrong. He said something like, "I know that I can't keep winning forever, and this might be the time that I lose." So he acknowledges the danger. He knows that Pauline is a real and present danger, but he's so experienced that there's no nerves in him ever. He's just, I will bring my best.
And many of the athletes don't show that. I think he's one of them who doesn't show off much or doesn't talk much. So you don't know what it is there in his mind.
And Pauline's sort of same. He's now very experienced. He's pulled something like 19 matches in the last 4 years or something like that. So he's very well practiced on this stage. He's ready. He wants to keep that win record on David. But mood-wise, I'd put him on par.
Yes, on par.
Matyashenko, Sergey Kalynachenko. Interesting. Different mood here between these two.
So he's the one who talked very less.
Yes.
Was very
Matyashenko we're talking about now.
less. And what's
Sergey.
the other one?
Sergey Kalynachenko.
Yeah,
He's the one who said he had bad English, and then he gave the best interview of the lot.
Yes, he said my English is very bad. Then once he started, he was talking, and he was good. He said that he can defeat his opponent in hook also.
Yeah, he's ready to go in a hook with Ivan, which is huge. Mood-wise, Sergey happy, excited, ready to go. Ivan, quiet, very quiet. Makarov, we haven't interviewed. Prokopchik, we did interview. He's challenging Makarov for the world title. I would say Daniel Field sounded optimistic, sounded confident. He said that
He will increase his weight and go to the upper weight category.
he said he's pursuing the upper weight categories next. He said he's his back pressure is simply too strong for
I
others.
expected him to be much bigger, but he's not that. But he's strong. He's strong.
He's giving you hope, isn't he? When you see these,
Yes, this type of people give me hope because I'm short. I'm very short. I'm shorter than all of them, but still they're men. So I'm hopeful.
you've met a few that you've seen that with world titles, and you're like, oh, being short's not a problem. Yeah. Gennady, we haven't interviewed yet, but he has made weight, so congratulations, Gennady. Ibrahim Sagov, one of the happiest dudes you've ever met, like one of the nicest, happiest.
He's one of the nicest.
Considering
and
how
very
big
well
and
behaved, yeah, and very nice.
yeah, always smiling, Ibrahim Sagov. He had a very optimistic mood as well. He saw this as a this is for the world title, but when you know Gennady's coming down, he respects Gennady like crazy, but he's super excited.
From his interview, we could figure out that he respects Gennady a lot.
But very excited to get the opportunity to pin Gennady. So, Sagov in a good mood. Hutchins and Rustam,
This is
maybe match of the night here when it comes to which match we should be anticipating for the 95 kilo world title. Rustam,
both of them were very respectful towards each other.
Yes.
But both of them were optimistic regarding themselves. So, we cannot predict anything on this.
Rustam made comments like, Todd's hand just feels so comfortable to me. And just he said the lane that I use on Todd just works. And he said, I think Todd's got maybe one or two tricks up his sleeve, but I'm prepared for them. So.
Yes.
And then
when you said the same thing to Todd, Todd says, Rustam is smart after all.
But Todd was full of energy, laughing as he does.
Yes.
He said he's going to get done. He said he's not the same man that Rustam faced. And then main event, Michael Todd Laletin, very contrasting energies.
Yes.
Very.
Attitude. Michael was all in the zone already, and Laletin was so very calm and cool and chilled out.
Michael was amped, and his mood was. It was like he was convincing himself that there is no other outcome other than him winning.
Yes.
He was refusing to let himself even imagine a loss. So Michael Todd, very passionately in the zone, knows it's his last chance to qualify for a match to face Levan. So emotionally high
He's
strung.
already in the zone.
Laletin,
Very
back here. Laletin, yes, I'm ready.
Tomorrow
I will top roll him.
I don't even need a press.
Yeah. So he's very confident that he'll get it done. But and that's it, guys. That's it. So the behind the scenes for me probably has changed a few votes.
Yes.
Probably has changed a few votes. But anyway, I'll leave it all up to you guys. It all happens in about 36 hours time. That's when the pay-per-view will kick off. There is the press conference tonight. Don't miss that. But head to EVW.
That's on the YouTube channel of Israel.
Yes. And head to evwsports.com. Grab your pay-per-view. And you'll see Chetna in the front rows cheering things on. And I'll be up in the commentary booth somewhere doing something. But so you'll hear me, but hope you enjoy the coverage. Probably won't see or hear from us again until after the event. But
Yes.
good luck.